All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. People over YouTube, Pastor Dowell here. Today, been a very, very busy day for us out on the land. We have been chicken butchered. Took us about 4 hours, and we finished butchering. We butchered 200 chickens today, so all our freezers are back full again. So we got plenty of our own beef, Black Angus, and our own meat birds that we raised ourselves. And we got plenty of goat milk and our own eggs, and our gardens are doing well. All right, the nature of this video is the protests that are going on all across this land. Now, if you notice, you watch the response, okay? Now, everybody listen to me real close. You see the people protesting in Michigan, and you also see the people who think that they are protesting in California. There's no such thing as protest without guns. And I know that a lot of people are going to probably take this wrong, but there's really no protest without guns. Because guns actually make sure that you secure your right to protest, and guns makes law enforcement and everybody else to keep a cooler head. And it makes the people to keep a cooler head, because anytime you have an opposing opposition, because everybody should know that the people have a right to peaceably assemble. Up in Michigan, they stormed the Capitol, and they've got guns. And I guarantee you that they are more secure in making sure that they defend their rights than the people in California, who all they have is words. Now, they are holding up signs talking about the Constitution and stuff, but how are they going to defend it if, like in New York, y'all remember when Occupy Wall Street was going on, if, like in New York, that the cops went rogue and started using fire hoses and start pepper spraying the people, just total abuse, because there's an old saying that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And the people in America, especially in these, I call them communist, anti-gun states, these people got to wake up and smell the coffee. Now, I'm under no illusion at all. I don't think California's ever going to wake up. As a matter of fact, I would say if you live in California and you are a believer, you can probably be better off getting out. But it's bad in this country because if the police are the only ones that have the guns, the batons, and everything else, and the people, all they have is signs and words, if something goes wrong, guess who's going to get the short end of that stick? I'm going to tell you who's going to get it. The people are. But when you have equal firepower, and everybody don't start on me about, well, that people shouldn't have guns. You don't need no guns. Okay, then the cops don't need guns. The police don't need guns. I mean, if you even know how the history of the actual police started, you would probably say something different yourself. But if you don't know history, you're not going to say anything different yourself. And that's just the truth. But it's sad when you have so many people that are totally uninformed concerning what's going on in this world. Now, personally, if I had to pick and choose a state that I was going to protest in, given the choice between California and Michigan, I would be in Michigan. But I also noticed that in states where people have not had their rights infringed upon or regulated, they are truly what you will call somewhat free people. Because I don't think that I think that everybody at the end of the day wants to be able to go home. And they are protesting their government for redressing the grievance. They are. And the grievance is, where in the world do you have the right to tell us that we can't come out of our houses because of a plague? It's not up to government to regulate what people are doing concerning a virus. It's not up to the government to regulate or tell people what they can or cannot do during a pandemic or a plague or whatever it is. It's just not the government's responsibility. The people in the world have a right to choose to live or die. They truly do. And it's not the government to play health control nuts over the populace of the people. Because if you notice, a lot of people are not buying this. A lot of people simply not buying this. And I noticed that David Icke, I know many of you people don't know David Icke, some of you may have heard of him, and he's come out hard and heavy. He's gave his opinion strong over there at London Real, I believe it is. And now, and he's been doing it for a while, and now he's banned on Facebook, he's banned on YouTube, he's banned on pretty much all social media platforms. They're doing everything they can to silence him. They're about showing us all that our freedom of speech, listen, I mean, even on my channel, when I uploaded a video and I gave my opinions about COVID-19, and mind you, I uploaded on a paid platform over there on Vimeo, and I gave my particular opinion about it. Man, you know that they actually took my video down and then sent me a warning. And I'm like, now, wait a minute. I'm going to give y'all one more time to do that. And then we're just going to stop paying you. We're going to just get off of it, because there's no way you're going to sit up there and tell me how to regulate or what to say, because I go against the government in their assessments. Now, what happens is they said, well, we don't support people out there bringing forth conspiracy theories. Then when is it a conspiracy theory when the government gives it out? I mean, because, what are we, a bunch of mindless minions today that just because the government says it, we believe it? I keep telling you, if you watch the actions of the people, they ain't buying it. They are not buying this in any way, shape, fashion, or form. They just simply ain't buying it. They ain't buying all this dang protest. Not the protest. They're not buying all these theories that the government put out about this COVID-19. Because when it's all said and done, Sweden is going to make everybody look bad. And you know the reason why Sweden is going to make everybody look bad? Because they haven't practiced social distancing. They have not shut down anything. They have kept their country running as usual. And they don't have nowhere near the death toll and rate compared per populace like we do over here in America. They just simply don't. There's a spider on my camera, and it because I'm out in the country and he ain't moving. So if he climbs over the lens right there, you know what that is. And this cat ain't going nowhere. There you go. He done put on his little Spotty Man thing that fast. But anyway, they're unique creatures. But anyway, we're going to watch and see what turns out with all of this. Every single one of us are. So I think that this is a time of reflection for each and every last one of us. And I'm going to tell you what my personal thoughts is. Like I've always told the people here, this is a trial run to see how the people of the world is going to respond. Now, I know most people don't believe in what the Bible says, but, you remember when George Herbert Bush, Sr., I believe it was him, yeah, Sr., you remember in the 88, it was 88, I believe it was, that he talked about a new world order. And I, myself, the first thought I had in my mind is how do you shut down a whole entire world? Think about that. Over a virus that is nowhere near on the level of Ebola or the Spanish flu or the common cold or anything. How do you shut down the whole entire world? And how do you get all the powers of the world that be in agreement with one unity of voice and one concerted effort? That right there is entirely too much power to be wielded by whoever it is and whoever is calling the shots. I don't like it in any way, shape, fashion, or form. My sentiments is that you should learn from this. And I thank each and every last one of you that have recognized my contributions to the general public for screaming and hollering and shouting here on YouTube for many, many years. I've been doing it ever since I've been in the ministry about how you should live a life of preparedness. And I've had some people tell me, you know what, Pastor Dowell, I moved a little bit, but I tell you what, this is really going to make me move now. I'm going to prepare like you've never seen before. And I hate the fact that it has to take this before people realize, that I'm a true pastor. I hate that something like this has to take place and people have to be inconvenienced, and that a lot of people have got to stand in food lines, and a lot of people have got to, just suffer because they simply didn't prepare, and then depend on the benevolence of others to take care of you, because when you had an opportunity to prepare, you didn't choose to prepare, you didn't want to prepare. But I'm hoping that everybody learns from this and really, really, truly tighten down, because this right here, I believe, is a trial run. The big one is coming. And the big one, when it comes, not only you better be naturally ready, you better be tactically ready, you better be spiritually ready. And you better be trained up. You better be trained up in every facet, in every way of your life. You better have some type of contingency plan. And you better make sure that you start developing some type of mutual assistance group, people who you can actually trust, because everybody out there you can't trust. And anytime when somebody comes to you because it's a last ditch effort, and it's because they've got to have it, and it becomes a want. When it becomes a need, I need, and they haven't prepared, them are not the type of people you want around you, because they'll step on you and then step over you to take everything you got. So be discerning, be very discerning about who you keep company with and the people surrounding you, and see if they have the same character, same nature, and same spirituality that you have. Because you don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of fools. And you definitely don't want to be surrounded by someone that will kill you. See, a lot of these groups, these prepper groups and everything, there's no honor amongst them whatsoever at all. These people, they will kill each other and be the last person standing if we're in a world without rule of law. Y'all just consider what I'm saying. Consider what I'm saying. Be very discerning and pick and choose your friends very, very wisely.